Let's take a look at this stuff. Final Fantasy Type 0. We'll take a look at the Mega Thread, actually. Because we got some new characters, and we have two new abilities. That's nice. We've got Graveling Quad Strike. 5-star Spellblade is just it's a 5-star Spellblade version with the fire, lightning, and water ones that we already have. So Spellblades get a little better. Well, a lot better. 5-star Spellblade Earth is really nice, and you know, guess who this makes better? Bart's. Because everything makes Bart's better. It's hard not to do anything to the game and not make Bart's better. So, there you go. You have that. Grace, 3-star White Magic. It's just a mind version of Faith. Mind plus 20% for 25 seconds. Uses White Non-Elemental and Holy Orbs. Whatever. But major power on the Quad Strike, which is normal. I did already finish Final Fantasy 12. Makes Bart's better. What doesn't make Bart's better? So now let's take a look at the two new characters that we get during this event, which is Rem and Machina. Rem gets a Black Magic 5, White Magic 5, Summoning 5, and Celerity 4. Dagger Rod, Staff, Hat, Light Armor, Robe Racer. Why are you giving me her level 80 stats? Is that because that's all you have? Looks like we need to go digging. Let's see where she adds, where she stacks up versus other Black Mage summoners. Okay, we do have her stats, so let's take a look. Still in the top spot is Shantoto, Paola, Medea, blah 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 blah. Where are you? Where's Ash? Ash and Terra are probably your closest equivalents. So we got 217, 216. 203. Wow. Rem is running a big magic deficit. That's weird. Where does she make it up? Mind? Where's Alphino? Yeah, she's Black, White, and Summoning 5, so she is most mage, similar to Alphino. Oh, okay. You know what it is? She has a 211. That makes sense. I forgot. What she does is she's a white mage. She's an attack white mage. She's like the first pure attack white mage, not including Arc. Though you could include Arc if you wanted to. His second BSB makes him into that. But her primary statistic is actually Minds, where it's nice that she has a high magic, because she can do other things like summon and black magic. But most of her attacks are WHT. And we'll see that. So 211 isn't bad. It's not bad at all, considering the fact that she also has Black Magic 5 and Summoning 5. That means she has broad capability. Just like Alphino. Alright. RM4 is nice. Large WHT up. That's a 30%. That's good. We already had one, but, I mean, it's nice that it comes on the person that you would mostly be using on it. Record Dive. Doesn't give her anything cool. Only white damage plus 9. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, next up we have Machina, Combat 5, Spellblade 5, Black Magic 3, and White Magic 3. Now, White Magic 3 can be useful. I mean, like, few fights that I did just tonight were by throwing Dispel on people with only White Magic 3. Dispel is still a useful one. There's a lot of useful White Magic 3. Okay, so that's fine. Dagger Sword is it. Okay. Hat, helm, light, heavy, robe, bracer. Where do you stack up? Is this really happening? Did I miss it? I must have missed it. Okay. Now I made a mistake and realized a few seconds later that Rem uses WHT or mind-based attacks. Machina does not do that. Machina just has a low-ass attack. Alright, well, there you go. Large Spellblade damage up. That's the same thing as Celeste's, so 40% Spellblade ability damage up. It's good. But mostly for people like Bartz. We'll see if he can make use of that. There's already one in the game, so there won't have to be two people that can make use of it. Spellblade damage up 9%. And that's it. So that stinks, because while Rem gets WHT damage up, which increases the damage output of her Soul Breaks, Spellblade damage up means it does not increase the damage of his Spell Break. So this is a poor record dive. Third, we have Queen. Oh, how'd I forget about you? Combat 4, good. Spellblade, she's also a Spellblade. Celerity 5, Black Magic 3, White Magic 3, and Night 4. So hell of a lot more abilities than Machina does. Just kind of all over the place. Which is fine. I mean, every one of these does something useful except for Black Magic 3. That will be the most rarely used. You're also just daggers and swords, hats, light armor, bracer. So that's where you suffer as your equipment. I'm not going to go into Queen's stats because we just see that at level 80 she has 3 less attack than Machina, so she definitely isn't a high attack character. Probably suffers from that because she's also considered Celerity and Knight, probably. Queen's Dive, at least she has sword damage though. Monk. What? Why? Is that... Why did she get monk damage 3%? Alright, whatever. Anyway, already better than Machina, because Machina has 6% Spellblade and 3% Spellblade, but Queen gets 3% sword damage, so 3% better than Machina. Legend Dives. Holy damage up is okay. It's primarily good. It is good. I would definitely prefer that this was WHT, because Rem does Holy and Darkness damage. Machina doing Earth is good, because he is an Earth Spellblade. And Queen getting Lightning is good. Lightning Spellblade. Their Legend Materia. Rem gets medium chance to double cast white magic abilities. That is very good. Machina gets chance to self Stone Skin when using Spellblade abilities. Alright. Queen gets Once per battle, when critical... Oh, so a trance mode, she... Rakshas, 25 seconds, gets quick cast, which is times 2 cast speed, and attack plus 50% and resistance minus 50%. Well, that is a powerful trance mode. Well, that certainly makes up for a deficit in attack. Okay. All right. Well, let's take a look at the banners. That is a very powerful trance mode. Let's see. Banner 1. Argentic... Oh, I can zoom in on this. Sorry. Argentic daggers for Rem. USB, 10 single target, Holy Dark. And Holy. That's why... She's primarily Holy, and that's why the Legend Dive's alright. Self-High Quick Cast 1. And X mode's Suzuku. High Quick Casts is interesting. And Suzuku, I'm guessing... Oh, it just gives her Quick Cast, so never mind. Unless that is incorrect. We're going to check that out. Of course, Rem. So for first three letters in remove, which is everywhere on the spreadsheet. Siphon Delta, no, that's her BSB. Venom Conversion. Does grant her high quick cast on cast, and Vermilion Bird. Oh. And grants high quick cast 1. So good thing I checked the spreadsheet. Because as we see here, this is incorrect. This says self-defense and resistance minus 15%, not a big deal. Mine plus 50%, that's frigging awesome. And grant high quick cast 1 when hitting weakness or in peril. That's really good. That's really, really good. And the duration of that? 15 like most X modes. Alright, so that's a really good X mode. And as you can see, she is a huge white mage. But she doesn't heal. She's a offensive attack white mage. And a very powerful one. That 50% mind makes up for the difficulties that white mages have getting off the ground, because it's definitely harder to get mind buffs on your team rather than magic or attack, that's for sure. So that's a really good USB. Next up we have Machina, Argentic Rapiers. 10 single target, Earth Dark, and Earth. And Self-Shield 2, this is Dual Blink. It's the exact same status that's bestowed by Sephiroth's BSB 2. And Awakening, his X mode. Why do you have to pair her with Holy and Pearl? I mean, why would you bother using her on a boss that you're not exploiting weakness anyway? Oh. Should be down here. Self-quick cast until receiving damage. And additionally cast Furious Blade 4 to 6 single target Earth Dark physical damage with random number of hits when using Spellblade abilities. Cast speed times 2, cast Blade Rush after using a Spellblade ability removed upon taking damage. Friggin', that bothers me so bad. Earth Dark. Randomly deals 4, 5, or 6. So 4 attacks would be a 1.6. So let's say, you know, we take the median. Yeah. Because there's an even chance of you hitting 4 or 6. So that means you're going to average, or you're going to more than average 5. So 2.0. 2.0 chase. What is, like, let's look at another chasing Spellblade, Bart's. What does Bart's get? Randomly deals 2 or 8. So he would, middle out at 5, which would be a 2.4. Right? No, he would 2.0. 2.0. Okay. So he's basically just a wannabe Bart's. So he loses his X mode upon taking damage. And can't do wind, water, or fire. Okay. So the only way to make this worth a damn would be to make it so he never loses his X mode. Can he never loses X mode? Can he do it? So he starts out with self dual blink 2. He has the stone skin buff from his LM, his Legend Materia 2, where he has a chance upon Spellblade cast to give himself stone skin. So he has 2 turns to get himself a stone skin going. Not 2 turns, he has 2 attacks, so maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. Honestly, I hate it. I'm trying to think of a way to make it work. What's the percentage on his stone skin? If it's 35%, it's got a chance. Don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling too strong about that. I think it's too weird. I respect the fact that they tried to do something cool. Kind of in the vein of Noctis, but Spellbladey, and work in his Legend Materia into it. But you, well, I mean, most certainly, you need his Legend Materia. You need his Legend Materia too. So you would need absolutely to Legend Dive Machina, and even then, I'm not sure if it's even that good. So it's a tough sell to spend that many resources on one character for something that either needs a team built around him to make it work, and even then, it's still not like super powerful. Yeah, I agree, Ricky. I agree. I mean, for the exact same reason that I like Rems, and the fact that she gives herself the 50% mind buff. So she's like, yeah, I get that the game doesn't treat offensive white mages as a thing, but I can do it myself. I don't really care. So, Rem I like, Machina not feeling. I think it's crap. In a game where, I mean, you have limited resources, and it requires so much stuff to make work. Nope. We get Deuce's USB. We've seen this before. Zero cast time Curaga Medica with a Curaze and Party Stone Skin. Would be nice combined with Machina, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm never going to use 5-star motes on Machina. So that's never going to be a thing.
not drunk enough.
I agree.
ラージュ、You need more モルボルクッキー。
I do. Could you send me some? Let me see. Rem's Academia uniform. What's the 3? Holy damage up. Holy damage up. Like it. BSB. Aria of Effects. Mobile. Holy Dark. White magic damage. And Holy. More Unholy. Self-Smart Ether 1. Well, whatever. The Self-Smart Effort 1 is a bonus. I was really just trying to mill that over inside my head. Like, what the hell is this even for? And I can't tell you. Is it for Valley Garmanda? Because that's only one. It's a BSB cast. It's not an ability or a command. It's not a command. You can't use it repeatedly, so you get it once. But it's a bonus, so don't count that against the BSB. The BSB does get Unholy, Burst Mode, and Haste, just like anything normal would. This is just a bonus. It's there for flavor, so don't count it against it. We'll take a look at the commands. Drain Conversion, 4 single target, Holy Dark, White, and Self-Kiraga. See, this is like... If you're using her BSB, it's not like you're refilling her Holy charges, because why would you use Holy over this command? Holy may be stronger, but just barely, and yeah. I mean, look no further than my Torment fights tonight, and how strong Selfie. So, well, they're not that strong if you're running Draw Magic on Larsa, but anyway, Self-Kiraga's really strong. It means she's not gonna die, which is totally against Rem's character. So this is... Oh, what's the second? Self-Magic, Blink 1, and White Magic. So this doesn't do any damage. That's fine. If you're getting 3 casts of plus white damage and Magic Blink, it's like you're casting this for free. As long as you can make sure that for the next 3 turns you'll be able to use this command. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it really is all over the place and doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's not bad. It's fine. I really wish that this was Imperil Holy instead of Unholy. This is a preview of a very, very distant event. Final Fantasy Type 0. It's going to be in about 4.5 months. It's a while out. But we take a look at stuff in the distant future for giggles. Well, I mean, Rem seems like she's good at staying alive. Self-Kiraga, Self-Magic Blink. It's nice. Anyway, Machina BSB gives Party Stone Skin 30%. So, still, I'm not sure about this. Because that, again, that is more... If all he required to be really powerful was an Entrust Battery, that would be fine. But I don't think he can keep up his X mode by himself by entrusting him and having him USB and then BSB. It's not like this is a Noctis situation where he can USB or he can OSB and then USB for Stone Skin 100%. That's a much different story. Party Stone Skin 30% is, yeah, not quite. So not only, so it still doesn't require just an Entrust Battery. It still requires USB, BSB, LMR, and yeah, That's too much. And we're not even sure if it's strong, even at its peak. It's too much. What are your commands, at least? Earth Dark, Self Bloodblade 3, okay. And Self Stone Skin, this sucks. Like, same thing, I talked about it with Noctis. On Thursday, this stinks. Like, protecting your status, but sacrificing a turn of damage output? No. At least the first command is good. But, and I think here's another problem with all of this. If you don't have all of the pieces, he then becomes a liability, because he's providing Stone Skin 30% to the party. Instead of something useful like Earth or Imperil Earth or a party buff. Yeah, fucking... Well, I'm happy. I'm happy because I played Final Fantasy Type 0, and I think Machina is one of the worst characters to ever grace a Final Fantasy game. So I'm actually really pleased that it looks like he's just a rotten apple. Next up, we have Deuce's BSB. Probably still as useful then as it is now. Medica, Cura Medica, attack magic plus 30% to party, and a 0 cast time Curaja and a Medica command. That's really nice. Moving on to Legend Materia, we have Rem up to medium mind up based on number of white magic abilities used. It sucks that she gets one of these. I believe she gets WHT damage up on her Legend Materia, though. No, holy damage, that sucks. WHT would probably be a 15%. Well, whatever. So you don't want her LMR. But you absolutely love the fact that she's got this. So LMR, bad. Give me these any day. Holy damage up by 10% and 35% chance to dual cast. So that's a banner pollution. Machina, start battle with Earth. Finally you get something decent, and even then it's not terribly exciting. Deuce, slow increase in duration of stat buffs myself. That is good. Rem, Super Soul Break, Party Last Stand, and Medium Re-Raise. That is bad. Machina, Super Soul Break, Party Resistance plus 100%, High Critical, and Haste? Ooh. I think Machina's Super Soul Break may be his best Soul Break. Wow. That thing's packed. And Deuce's Party Last Stand, Magic Blink, and High Regen is also good. Not as good as this, though. Small earth damage up. What gets that? Machina's Uniform. Really? Wow. Everything about this Super Soul Break. Fantastic. So something I'm seeing here that's not good right off the bat. This is a deviant banner format, and it's deviant in the bad way. Where the Final Fantasy 15 event that we're going to be getting in a few days is a good banner format, where it is the banner format except it trades a Super Soul Break for an LMR. This actually just backtracks, because Japan should be getting 4 6-star banners, and this is 3 6-star and 3 Super Soul Breaks, where the banners before this either had 0 Super Soul Breaks or 2 Super Soul Breaks. This is just this is a rotten banner format, and a banner with some potholes on it. Some potholes that are going to rip your tires to pieces. So that stinks, because I kind of like Rem's things, and I've always liked Deuce. even though I don't really care for a USB. So, man, that sucks. Sucks for Rem. Banner 2, we have Ace, Queen, and 9. Ugh. Alright, Ace OSB. That's a good thing. Multiplier increases in front row. That's a pretty easy condition to hit. So that's nice. Ace is a pretty good character, and him getting an OSB is a good thing. Queen USB, 10 single target lightning, dark. I love how now this makes 3 characters in Class 0 who have dark damage, and I think that's thematically accurate. So I think that's cute. And lightning, self attack and defense plus 30%, and quick cast spell blades. Sure. But I want to make sure that that quick cast spell blades actually means what it says. Nope, really. It is a status called quick spell blade abilities. They couldn't get any more colorful than just simply describing what happens. So I'm guessing for 15 seconds she quick cast spell blade abilities. So she's like lightning. She's like lightning, but she trades high quick cast for attack and defense plus 30%. Up to you. Up to you whether you think that's worth it. I like my quick casting, so I'll probably take lightning over queen, but this is still... I mean, the fact that we're comparing the two means that this, right off the bat, is pretty powerful. And hopefully your BSB assists in that. Arcane Deck, Aces USB, we've taken a look at this. It was on the recent Type 0 banner in Global, and it is good. Unfortunately, following the same banner format, we're already in the BSB, since that's only 3 6-stars. Queen's BSB, Lightning Dark. Good. Doesn't use attached lightning. Party critical 50%. So this is really makes her a nice entrust target if you get both of these. Wow. Critical 50% plus and lightning. If you can use both of these together, really powerful. Oh, lightning also gets 30%. Hold on, let me check. Quick spellblade. Oops. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, lightning's clearly better. And lightning also has a highly complementary BSB2 that imperil lightnings. So, lightning is better, but I still think queen is good. Just not as good as one of the like marquee characters in the game. Sorry, queen. Ace's BSB is good. Nine's is serviceable, but it's 9. He's not really that great of a character. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Queen gets a low chance to double cast lightning abilities. So this goes with her really powerful trance mode. So, yeah, she kind of matches lightning there too. Not matches, because lightning's LM2. I'll take that over the trance mode. The starting battle with Instacast 3 and haste, I'll take that. But again, queen has a trance mode and double cast lightning for her LM2 and her LMR, so that's actually really good. So again, really good character. Ace, low chance to self-blink when using black magic abilities. Really weird, but it works in the fact that he needs to be in the front row. I just wish you didn't have to devote legend materials to keeping the little sucker alive. But it does work, because he does do a hell of a lot of damage in the front row. The LMR is Also a plus lightning damage relic, you're right. Pretty good. Pretty good. 9 low chance to minor imperil wind enemy when using jump attacks. So okay, that's actually nice. I do not know whether or not his BSB's commands are considered jump attacks, though. Super Soul Breaks. Queen. 0 cast time. Single target damage, and party is Suna. That's a really good Super Soul Break. That's a really good Super Soul Break. And Aces is not new and good, but not as good as this. This is like an actual Super Soul Break you'd be happy to get. Well, these are just good complementary stuff. Oh yeah, Banner 2 greater than Banner 1, for sure. Nine stinks up this banner a hell of a lot less than Machina stinks up the first one, because 9 doesn't occupy this space at all. Ace and Queen do, and Ace and Queen are the highlights of the banner. If they had decided to give Rem and OSB, Rem USB, Rem OSB, and Deuce USB, this banner would be a lot better. I don't think either of these banners are really all that hot. But if you want Type 0 synergy, the second banner is the way to go. Plus, Ace and Queen are easily much better characters than Rem and Machina. I have less problems with Rem than I do Machina, but Rem will never be able to shake the Machina stink off of her. Because that's all she thinks about. It's all she thinks and all she cares about. Is the dumbest motherfucker in the entire game. Part of my French. I get a little heated when I talk Machina. Not a trap banner. I would not call it a trap banner, you're right. Second banner is not broken. There's nothing insane going on here. Just a really good physical lightning character to add on to a really good magical fire character. It's just solid. Yeah. What does everyone else think of this crap? Ace still seems odd to be put in the front row as a mage. Yeah, it does. Especially when he's actually he's kind of a twig. He does need those physical blinks. Yeah, this will not be the first banner I pull on Type 0. Hopefully, the next event, there's enough good stuff in the pool where if Machina's on a banner, there will be another banner, and that will be filled with good things. Like Deuce, Rem, Ace, Queen, and the banner format will actually be good, instead of this crap. 3, 3, 3, and 3. It's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, no, I wish Rem was on a good banner. I think, let's see, let's run an exercise. Could we create in this banner format a good banner out of these people? Well, first things first, we put 9 and Machina on a banner together, so they don't have to pollute the other one. So we get choice between 4 characters. We get Rem. I'll take Rem's USB. How about for the other 2 6 stars? I'll remove Machina and Deuce and add in Ace USB and Queen USB. For the 3 BSBs, we'll take... we can just run that back all the way down, I guess. Rem, BSB, Queen BSB, and Ace BSB. Rem, LMR. Though, I mean, I don't like it, so maybe not. You can use somebody else's. But that doesn't matter because it wouldn't be thematic. Let's keep it thematic and put Rems on there, Queens on there, and Aces. And then for supers, Machina can show his face. Machina, your super can be on that banner. That'll be a good Sid mission item. And plus Earth. Ace LMR is actually very nice for him. Very nice for him. What other supers? Oh, Queens. Queens is good. Zero cast time party Asuna. Real nice. Zero cast time single target damage and party Asuna. Yes, it's really a good super. Then Aces is okay. What about Deuces? Alright, how about that? Queen, Deuce, and Machina for the 3 supers. What do you guys think? Is that the best banner we could create with Type 0? I was TRM. It was a struggle. I made it harder than it needed to be because I didn't bring Dispel, and I didn't realize that Vayne's burst commands get reflected because he's a douche. But Ash just annihilated the boss. You should take a look at the clip. I think someone made a clip in Discord of the end of the attempt. I mean, I could have reset at any time and made it a lot easier for myself, but I just didn't. Epic fail with Ash. Is that what somebody clipped? Those bastards. They didn't clip my victory, they clipped the defeat. That sucks. Such trolls. They do a lot of damage. I did not use wall. But at the same time, I also had Vayne and Ash self-healing. So it depends on your team. Do you need to prevent damage, or do you need to deal more of it to prevent damage? There is one point in the fight where they can do a ton of damage all at once. And wall would probably be pretty useful for that. How many bursts you have. I guess that really determines whether or not you'll be using ley lines or not. So I don't like Hastekas. Hastekas and Torment. Vayne and Ash BSBs? Yeah, I mean... Use a BSB. Use Mog. Use Mog and give that to one of your healers so they can insta-cast Kiraga every turn and regen on people. That'll extend your hones, because you don't have any medicas, do you? That'll allow you to get a little loose with your curing during the waves.